Welcome back to Living Local. March is National Women's Month, so to celebrate Local 4 News and our parent company, Nexstar Broadcasting, set out to honor remarkable women. And these women come from different walks of life all across the country and right here in our region. So joining me to talk about this initiative and some of the remarkable women that she has met is Local 4 News anchor Ann Sterling. Ann, thanks so much for being with us today.
Guys. Good morning.
Yes, it's so good to see you.
I should say good afternoon, right? It's morning time for me. I'm up until 11 o'clock at night.
I know, this is a totally different time for you. Well, I want to start off with just talking about this initiative that runs all throughout Nexstar. How did this get started and how long has it been going on?
Well, Nexstar has been recognizing and celebrating women for years now. This company, it's a large TV company, and they have been celebrating women for years. This initiative, though, where we actually go into their homes or go into their communities, this has been going on for 2 years, and not just here in the Quad Cities. This is an initiative across our country. Nexstar is a big TV company. When we talk about companies, they own over 100 TV stations in 100 markets. So when we talk about markets, it's a group of cities. So it's a large TV stations and TV markets. And over 100 TV stations participated in this, and over 10,000 women were nominated for this initiative across our country. So we had dozens of nominees right here in the Quad Cities. We had a team of people here in our building. I know that you see us on TV, but there are a team of people behind the scenes that help us put our shows together on a daily basis, and we all looked at the nominees that were sent in, and 4 were selected right here. 4 are selected at every single market, and from that 4, 1 winner is announced.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So it really is a huge deal then to be able to be one of those 4 that are, you know, narrowed down, because I'm sure it's just an incredible honor for them.
It's a huge honor. It's I met 4 women last year. I was a part of the initiative last year when we went into their homes and into their community. I was a part of it this year. I met these 4 remarkable women, and when we're talking about things that they do in our community, it's kind of crazy. That's the biggest word that comes into my mind right now. Miss Sam, I will talk about her because it stands out what she has really done in our community. Her name is Samantha Sparrow, but the children call her Miss Sam, and I like to call her a modern-day lunch lady. She has been working in our schools in Davenport for years now, and during the pandemic, we all know that children that were not able to go to school, they had to learn remotely. Well, there are a lot of programs that you cannot serve remotely. We're talking about school lunches. And when I was doing some research on this, more than 30 million children in our country rely on some type of school lunch program. We're talking about free lunches or reduced lunches. And when she found out these kids weren't going to get that meal, she packed up lunches in her car and drove to their homes, used her own gas money, used her own car, her own miles, and made sure those children actually had food inside their homes. That's just one. There's 3 others that we need to talk about too.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. Really filling that need in the community and just being that voice for kids who really, really needed it at that time.
I also met another lady who was nominated by her children. She's a grandmother now. She was a single mom, and I understand, I relate to that. Raised 4 children. She has 8 grandchildren, and every single day she has a 12-hour day helping her grandchildren. A wonderful, wonderful lady, Diane from Rock Falls, met her as well. I know we need to talk about our winners. So,
yes, I know. We just announced the winner this past Tuesday, correct?
Linda Hunsaker is our winner here in the Quad Cities. Again, there are winners across the country, but Linda Hunsaker is a Reverend in our community, and she is doing remarkable things here in the Quad Cities. And let's go ahead and
let's
watch
take
her
a look
story.
at her story. Yeah.
Amen.
Every Sunday,
Good morning, church.
you'll hear Reverend Linda Hunsaker at First Christian Church in Davenport. These days, you won't hear music echoing off the walls or see children racing to Sunday school. Instead, Reverend Linda is delivering her sermon alone inside the church on Facebook Live.
And I'm so glad to have you worshiping with us today.
She's just always been there, no matter what we needed, you know. And she's not really just a pastor. She's been more like a friend or a big sister.
But it will take more than a pandemic and social distancing to stop Reverend Linda. To her congregation, she is known as the giver.
Every time we had a need, she was there.
It's the personal relationships with the church's members that is the thing that gives me the most joy.
When Liz Toll was badly injured in a car accident, doctors sent her to a nursing home to recover.
The worst part for me was missing my daughter.
Her daughter, Chloe, had to move hundreds of miles away to stay with family until Reverend Linda came up with an idea.
When you're foster families, and my husband and I have been foster parents when we were in the state of Illinois, there's nothing to making, your meals go a little longer and finding a space in your house to have an extra young person or kid to help them in their times.
Reverend Linda opened up her home to keep Chloe close to her mom.
Chloe was with us for a good month or so while Liz was in the nursing home recovering. And, she just came right into our family and just fit in wonderful. Would you like to have a word of prayer?
I would. Thank you.
Reverend Linda's reach is far greater than her church. She also offers spiritual support to patients at Genesis East.
Especially this year with COVID, and this is where I am going to cry, I've had to sit along with my other fellow chaplains with families as they're saying goodbye to them in ICU. I'm sorry you're here. I hope things are going better.
The work right now is exhausting.
You get to see not just this brief moment where they're ill or sick, but you get to be a part of their life and hear their stories. As people, we need to love one another more often. We need to show people that there is grace and forgiveness.
She is a woman who truly juggles it all. A husband, children, a household, a full-time job. And she still finds time to provide support to children at summer camp and hope to countless families here in the Quad Cities.
Cherish this moment.
Reverend Linda, congratulations again. You are our local winner right here in the Quad Cities. I have not told her this. I was supposed to call her last night, but I have a 4-year-old who kept me busy all night last night. She won a swag bag. It has so many goodies from here right at Local 4. And also $1,000 to the charity of her choice. So
that's incredible.
We will find that out. And then she moves on to the next round, which is the nationwide contest to find out if she will represent us here in the Quad Cities. I do want to quickly mention, I mentioned the 3 women that I met. I met 4 women. Connie Moreno is another woman that I met, and we profiled her. She invited me into her home. I met her entire family. She's a wonderful woman. I hope you go to ourquadcities.com so that you can see her story, hear her story. She could be in retirement right now, vacationing, sitting back, relaxing, doing whatever she wants. She is helping our community right now, started a clothing drive for people that need clothes during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And now people will have an opportunity to see all of these stories together. Can you tell us when that is?
We do have a special. It is airing on Monday, April 5th. There's the date right there. It's on Local 4 News at 6:30. And then again, we have it on our sister station as well.
Yep, on the CW at 9 o'clock. So thank you so much for being with us
today.
You're
welcome. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. And if you want to see that special, once again, that'll be airing at 6:30 on Monday, April 5th, not April 15th at 6:30 p.m. We'll also have those details posted for you and all of the stories on ourquadcities.com.